Angel Reese did things last night I'm not sure we've ever seen on a basketball court. I was like, is this real? Did this happen?
In addition to the statistics, Angel Reese's recent performance was among the most embarrassing of her career because of the manner she totally collapsed on the court due to careless play and needless roughness. Everyone was shaking their heads after Reese's disastrous class performance.
Angel Reese looks like a very dirty move under the basket.
Spot draws two, sling it, Reese!
The best part, though, is that Napheesa Collier had had enough of Reese's antics and made sure to teach her a lesson in the most effective way possible. If you're looking for a masterclass on how to humble a trash talker, stay put because we're dissecting every hilarious moment that revealed Angel Reese for what she truly is, a player who is more concerned with show than with playing basketball, and believe me, the numbers alone speak for themselves.
The Lunar Owls crushed the Rose BC, and Angel, well, she did some rather interesting things on the court. And Napheesa Collier, well, look now, one thing we could say, they are not afraid of Angel Reese and the Rose BC, because after hitting the game-winning shot, Napheesa had some real words towards Angel Reese.
Instead of playing smart, Angel Reese spent the game trying to intimidate her opponents by making a series of poor decisions and throwing reckless passes. She entered the game with her typical bluster, acting as though she was ready to take over, but it quickly became painfully clear that she was more interested in showboating than actually helping her team win.
She's going to go in, and then after she hits it, she's going to bark her head off at Angel Reese.
Eight to shoot. Tiggins-Smith matched up by Gray.
Right there.
To the ball. Collier
game winner.
it.
Look at her. She's talking mad shit.
Queen Bee.
Mad.
Angel Reese was on Napheesa Collier, giving her a bunch of frustrating bombs.
Let's look at the figures because, well, they're just hilarious. Reese made 7 turnovers. Yes, you read that right. And these weren't just small errors either. At one point, they were some of the most absurd ones you'll ever witness at the professional level. As though playing a game of catch with herself, Reese threw the ball right into the backboard, rebounded her own pass, and then stood there looking as though she was in disbelief at what had just transpired.
Angel Reese rebounded her own pass. I saw this and was like, this can't be real. Angel Reese thought she was playing dodgeball out.
When she wasn't tossing up bricks, Reese was out there attempting to play bully ball, continually pushing and body-checking Napheesa Collier in an effort to get inside her mind. Her overconfidence got the better of her, and she took some of the most absurd shots imaginable, all of which missed the mark.
Angel was 8 for 16 for 17 points, 10 boards last night, 7 damn turnovers. Napheesa Collier right here, 7 of 16. She had 16 points, 9 rebounds, but she had the most important thing, the game winner last.
However, this is where the real fun starts. Rather than allowing Reese's antics to affect her, Collier did what a true professional does, staying focused on the game and exposing Reese for the fraud she is. Every time Reese attempted to get physical, Collier responded as best she could by setting her on fire on the scoreboard.
Angel Reese is out there looking like a UFC fighter.
If you're a hoops fan, if you're a basketball fan, and you watch this, I don't give a shit if you are an Angel Reese fan. You can't tell me this is not egregious.
They're doing everything they have to do to sell this.
The refs weren't buying it, so there was no whistle or foul. Just an embarrassing moment that left fans shaking their heads. Angel Reese's desperation reached a breaking point when she tried one of the game's most awkward defensive plays, trying to muscle her way into position. She completely lost her footing and fell to the ground like a bad actor in a low-budget movie.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
While Reese loves playing the villain, she doesn't exactly thrive when the pressure is on. Instead of stepping up and proving her dominance, she resorted to antics that only made her look more out of place. Fans quickly took to social media to mock her for the ridiculous flop, pointing out that despite her claims to be a physical player, she went down easy when it suited her.
This is Angel Reese, the content creator side. It's pretty clear basketball is her top priority. I cannot imagine how anybody could view this athlete in any other way. It's clear basketball is front and foremost. This is all helping with things like shooting better from the field and missing layups. She has no rhythm, just like she can't make a layup. Practice layups. OnlyFans income.
While Reese was fumbling around attempting to create headlines for all the wrong reasons, Napheesa Collier remained firmly established and didn't need to participate in the farce. Her performance spoke for itself. If you thought Reese's night could get any worse, she made one last ridiculous error with a chance to help her team mount a comeback. She panicked under pressure and threw a pass straight into the hands of an opponent. Another turnover, another wasted possession, another moment of pure humiliation. Collier was delivering bucket after bucket, proving why she's one of the best in the game every time Reese tried to get under her skin.
I think Angel's more concerned about being an influencer, content creator, over being a better basketball player. This was her taking pictures, hanging out with some rappers and producers, etc.
You think you could get a bucket in this format, full court 3-on-3?
You think I can get a bucket?
Yeah.
If Angel Reese on my team, yeah.
The difference between the two players was evident by the game's conclusion. It was a night to forget for Reese, but for fans who have been following her antics all season, it was just more evidence that she is far from the superstar she claims to be. This loss wasn't just another game for Reese. It was an exposure of her reckless, undisciplined style of play, and she has built her brand on trash talk and drama games like this one. Collier was the epitome of professionalism, poise, discipline, and clutch, Reese. Reese left with nothing but another humiliating defeat, demonstrating why she isn't on par with true stars like Collier or Caitlin Clark.
You gotta see this clip. Runs down court with the basketball, 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup, and throws it to the girl behind her. No skills.
So Lexi Hull's right here, right? She's going to come out here. She gets the ball, going to pass it into Angel. Look at this, folks. That's Lexi Hull. Wide ass open. Does she get the ball? Angel not only did not pass the ball back out to Lexi Hull, but she missed another freaking layup.
It was typical Reese behavior to act tough, play recklessly, and then claim to be the victim when things don't go her way. Angel Reese never wanted to accept responsibility for her mistakes and went straight into damage control mode. Instead of admitting her poor performance and reckless play, she deflected blame by blaming everyone but herself, the referees, her teammates, the coaching staff, and even the court itself.
To keep going, it's hard. It is hard. To live my life isn't easy. And I don't want to get emotional, but that's why I put the work in every day, because there are little girls that look up to me. There are the college girls that look up to me, and just being able to be an inspiration every day. So that's why I just try to keep going through all the negativity. At 22, it's hard living this life, but I'm grateful. I'm blessed. And I'm lucky to be around this group, and being here in Unrivaled has just been the best thing.
While Reese was busy thrashing around and yelling at referees, Collier was leading her team to victory with poise and precision. When it came time to silence Reese for good, Collier delivered with a game-winning shot and a well-earned celebrity right in Reese's face. Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier and the Lunar Owls were rightfully celebrating because Collier had done exactly what a true leader does. She stayed focused, played smart basketball, and delivered in the clutch.
3 weeks into the season and Unrivaled is struggling to sell out a studio that seats 800 people?
At some point, TNT Sports is going to be like, we ain't making no money because we ain't got no ratings. And I mean, they don't have any ratings, and she's not pulling them. She had a game last Saturday, didn't even make 80,000 viewers. This person said you complain about everything. Professional life is different, and you can't seem to handle.
Not to mention that Reese's meltdown caused the internet and social media to go crazy. Almost instantly, fans began making fun of her 7 turnovers, missed layups, and, of course, her final possession gaffe. Some even joked that she was attempting to set a record for the most embarrassing plays in a single game. One tweet perfectly captured the essence of the situation. Others have pointed out that Angel Reese's entire game is based on needless hostility rather than real skill, and this performance was just more evidence of that. She talks like Shaw, but plays like a YMCA hooper who just learned the rules. However, Reese's situation gets worse since the WNBA is observing her coaches and analysts, and even her teammates are beginning to recognize the trend. If she doesn't change her game soon, she may end up with fewer minutes or worse, becoming just another overhyped player who has never lived up to the hype. Careless play isn't helping anyone. It's not winning games. It's not improving her skills. And it's definitely not earning her respect from the league's best players.
Some sportsmanship, seriously. Now, she's still acting up and running her mouth right here. She's pointing out, look, you're running your mouth. Get out of here. The referee said, I'm not listening to your smart-ass mouth. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Black History Month. Y'all know I had to be the first. Seriously. So she just claimed that she got thrown out because she's the victim of racism.
When it's not going well for you, claim racism.
She came out, made it about race, and got crushed.
Let's be honest, this was supposed to be a new era for Angel Reese. She entered the WNBA on a wave of hype and was marketed as a game changer who could bring energy, attitude, and dominance to the league. The problem is that being a game changer requires skill, discipline, and leadership, and what we witnessed from Reese in this game was the exact opposite. She was careless, undisciplined, and occasionally downright embarrassing. In contrast, Napheesa Collier doesn't need antics to prove she is among the best. She just goes out there and dominates the proper way with skill, composure, and leadership. Reese hit her where it stung the most on the scoreboard after throwing it at her and absorbing it.
Angel Reese is never going to improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. You know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the do you mean forget them?
What's next for Angel Reese? If history is any guide, she'll likely double down on the excuses, play the victim, and act as though nothing happened. But the truth is that she was humbled in the worst way possible. The only question now is whether she will truly learn from it, or if this is just another chapter in the never-ending saga of Angel Reese being exposed. The difference between Collier and Reese couldn't have been more obvious. One played with maturity, the other with reckless arrogance.
This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much about her.
As for Napheesa Collier, she simply reminded everyone why she is the real deal. She doesn't need drama or theatrics, just pure skill, composure, and a winning mentality. After this game, one thing is certain. Angel Reese is neither Caitlin Clark nor Napheesa Collier. She can continue to talk a lot, but basketball will always reveal the truth. So if she wants to be taken seriously, she should concentrate on improving her game rather than showing off after every rebound as though she just won a championship. Until then, she will remain nothing more than a loud distraction while players like Collier and Clark establish themselves as the WNBA's real future.
She's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes, a whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out with her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made the shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it's not even improved at all, man.
Reese ignored the reality that she had single-handedly ruined her team with 7 turnovers and instead did what she always does when the final bell sounded. She glared at the referees, shook her head in shock, and pretended that the game had been stolen from her. Because of her careless fouls and failure to score a big shot when it counted, she refused to accept that she had been totally outclassed and instead left the court with the same arrogant demeanor.
You gotta box me out to get the... Bro, you should be making the shot, bro. Instead of sitting up here talking about, people aren't boxing you out and all of this bullshit. Like, if you make the shot, bro, we wouldn't be even sitting up here talking about these whole rebounds and over and that bullshit, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy I came across that clip. I just saw somebody post it today, and I'm like, damn, bro. No wonder this girl does not take accountability.
And let's talk about the reaction because it was vicious. As Reese left the court, she was greeted by a barrage of jeers, and social media quickly began mocking her by posting clip after clip of her worst plays. Fans exposed how badly she had been exposed. 1 minute, she was flexing, acting like the league's toughest player, and the next, she was being made fun of for one of her most embarrassing performances. What should have been her moment to shine had turned into a complete failure.
Fans of Angel Reese, Barbie, are upset by commentary from YouTube videos and social media platforms. Angel Reese posted, "Using my name for clicks is literally a drug. We give people what they want. Whatever they want to see. I'm not allowed to talk about her missing layups left and right, but she can go on her podcast and talk about Caitlin Clark or anything else that she wants to. But her supporters, oh, they're mad. Could you hit a rim? Could you not airball to the thousands of people that's watching on TV?" It's a pretty poor looking product on television. The announcer simply pretended Angel Reese airball on the 3 didn't happen.
While Reese was busy trying to act tough, Napheesa Collier got the last laugh on the scoreboard and in the eyes of the basketball community. She didn't need to use cheap shots or trash talk. Instead, she played smart, disciplined basketball and delivered the ultimate dagger with a clutch game-winning shot. This game wasn't just a loss for Reese. It was a statement. She entered the game believing she was the star, but by the end of the night, she was reduced to a punchline. The real issue for Reese is that this isn't a one-time thing. The big question is where Angel Reese goes from here. The tough girl act is wearing thin, and after this humiliation, people are starting to see through it. The fans, the media, and most importantly, her opponent, saw it. This game revealed a pattern. She has repeatedly relied on theatrics to intimidate opponents rather than actually outplaying them. However, when the competition gets real, she folds. Instead, she crumbled under the pressure. Her strategy: this won't be the last time she's exposed. What do you think? Will Angel Reese finally learn from her mistakes? Or is this the end of her tough girl persona? Please share your thoughts in the comments section, hit subscribe, and enable all notifications so you don't miss anything. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.